Today's video is a topic on racism with Kirk and Candance Owens. Stay right tuned.
Okay. I'll start off with my credentials since apparently they matter.
Oh, they definitely don't matter.
I'm an 8-year military veteran. I'm a college student. I'm a black woman, and I believe that white privilege exists. So we're going to start with that.
Thank you for your service.
And the reason why white privilege exists is because you guys refuse to acknowledge the history that put people in this position. You want to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist when white people had a upper hand for 250 years to develop generational wealth, and that black people didn't get the right to vote until the 60s, and you're going to tell me that white privilege doesn't exist?
So,
that sounds like it exists because you guys got the upper hand.
What's funny about that is blacks we're doing better during that time.
Why do we always call people blacks?
No, because you
did.
Can we just be black people? Can we just be like African Americans or something? Why are we just
the black
blacks?
community? How would you like it said? What makes you feel better on the inside?
Really, anything else other than what you're saying?
Tell me. I'll say how you want
anything
it.
Else
I'll package it how you need it. Tell me what makes you feel
literally
good.
anything else other than what you're saying.
Okay, anything else.
Your
Why is it that anything else, right? In the Jim Crow era, blacks were doing better. Economically, we're outpacing whites under the Jim Crow era than we were doing.
It probably has to do with the fact that we had our own communities before the fucking KKK came and burned them down.
The KKK were Democrats, but give me a second. So after $22 trillion of government handouts and a black president
after how many years of slavery and 44 white presidents, 44 white male presidents, 97% white male Congress.
So you're actually the reason why people like us can't do well, because they sold you our oppression and you bought it. Blacks were doing better under the Jim Crow era.
If you acknowledge the oppression of other people, we can heal from it.
No, we can't.
But if you want to ignore it, we won't have anything happen.
That's not how this works. Dialogue and acknowledging things doesn't make us suddenly rich.
So there's a question I do want to ask, which I can't seem to get an answer. What can she not do in America that a white person can do? What opportunity? You served in the military. You've made good choices. You're getting rewarded for them. You're going to live in the American middle class. What privilege do I have that you don't have that is based on skin color, not on wealth or socioeconomic status? Please.
The fact that you are sitting here with like little to no education trying to talk to people about white privilege is white privilege.
Tell me one thing I said that's wrong, and don't use an argument from authority. Make a good argument.
I have a degree.
I'm arguing from authority because I'm telling you my life experience.
That's not your life experience. That's a degree.
Really? I'm sorry. Did you live my life?
That means nothing.
Did you live my life?
That means that's a degree. You're not smarter than him because you have a degree. Just so you know that. That's a fallacy. That's a fallacy.
Name one thing that you can't do that I can do.
I don't know. I can't make a whole dollar.
What? You can't? Why?
Oh my God.
You're trying to tell me in the military women aren't paid the same as men for equal work?
In the military, up until 2 years ago, women weren't even allowed to do most of the jobs that men
Answer the
can
question.
do.
You just said you couldn't make a dollar. You said you could not make a dollar. You served in the military.
Not to mention that people in the military actually get paid a bullshit wage, but we're not going to talk about that.
Now we're moving on.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about for a second
that you want to say that everyone in the military
what can I not
paid a
do?
shitty wage. So that makes it right.
Lie, and they also sell. There's so many different ways they sell you your oppression, and she has purchased all of them today. So right now we are on sexism, right? So she's saying that I can't make a full dollar. Yes, you can. If women stop going in,
I bet he got paid more to be here than you did.
Speaking, okay. If women stop going into career fields like fashion and Vogue and journalism,
psychology,
and we start going into fields like
engineering,
business, and hard academics,
finance,
we will make the exact same money that men make. The wage gap is a myth and a lie. It's a myth and a lie, okay?
Can I say?
It's actually a myth and a lie. I understand that you need to be oppressed, but you have just heard from 2 black people that haven't purchased their oppression from the Democrat Party. Respect that.
And what frustrates me is you served our country, which deserves to be applauded. And you have lived a life of a victor, and you have the gumption to tell me you're a victim without evidence. You were not able to cite one thing that you cannot do that I can do. If you make good choices, you will get those choices rewarded. And you brought zero evidence except an argument from an authority and an insult to my lack of a college degree, of which I am so proud of because I'm not indoctrinated because I didn't go to college.
Wow, oh my goodness. I'm so surprised at the audacity of this black girl. She was speaking so much without knowing so much. I felt she wasn't even sure of the things she was saying, and Charlie kept asking her to mention one thing a white man can do that a black man cannot do. Like, she was just speechless. She just couldn't. And, like, instead she was insulting both of them. Like, that was so unnecessary. Being a black does not hinder you from doing so much. You can be whatever you want to be. The opportunity is there, it's given to you. When you have that skill, you have that thing that they are looking for. Either you are white or either you are black, they will not discriminate you. Your intelligence alone will speak for you. And she mentioned one thing about being in the military. Roles being offered to the male and the female are not the same. I actually don't think that is actually also correct. Argument actually was just, I don't know, I'm not okay with it. I'm a black woman, but I'm not in support of whatever she said here. I'm not. And Charlie always hit the hammer on the nail every damn time. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.